What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a Mandalorian game. The leak has it, a rumor has it. I like to say leaks because these are people that I think know the inside and out of gaming. But, you know, it's been said that there's a Mandalorian game that is in the works. So that is, it's pretty big. The details are, I think, what's going to make people either more excited and/or, I guess, more excited and/or very, very upset because it's very possible that it's only exclusive to Microsoft. Okay, so let's go over. This comes from Reddit, but having that being said, okay, because I know Reddit is not a good place really for leaks, so they're a fun place to talk about them, but they're not always very accurate. This is like a summary of what other people have said. So this is not just some random person coming up with it, just so we're all aware. Okay, so Jeff Grubb has posted a new article about diversity within Xbox, and Phil Spencer was seen in an update shelf behind him, but people caught on to the fact that there was a Mandalorian Funko Pop on the top shelf. That's no accident, according to Shipshal Ad, and I there's no way I'm saying that right, so I'm super sorry, from Xbox Era on Twitter. So this is what he said. Okay, so you'll notice there's a Mandalorian Funko on Phil's shelf. Yes, someone is making a Mandalorian game. Not sure who yet, sorry. And then he would update it by saying, by the way, the Funko was in the last Phil's shelf pick. I personally never noticed it the first time, but once I saw it this time, I asked if I could mention the game and got the okay. Another update. Yeah, there's going to be a Mando game, but there's apparently not a Mando Funko. I might have just said something I wasn't supposed to yet. So apparently the Funko Pop is an Arbiter from Halo and not Mando. I guess that's a question. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it to me, but goes on to say that there is still a Mando game in the works. Now, and the last thing I'll say before, we're done with this leak is a few days ago, and I did see this leak. I was considering talking about it with you guys, but now I think it honestly comes full circle. So a few days back, Mr. Matty Plays said that one of Xbox's first-party studios is working on a Lucasfilm IP, and it's not Machine Games with Indiana Jones, and likely also not the Ubisoft massive open-world Star Wars game. So again, like I saw that before, that rumor has that Microsoft, somebody, I guess some studio inside Microsoft, is working with Lucasfilm to do something of theirs. So, and that could be, a wide, obviously Indiana Jones falls under that, Star Wars falls under that. So that's something to keep in mind, that there was talk on that. Now, if that's true, and it's they do say right there, first party, that a first party studio would be doing it, it would be Xbox exclusive. So I guess to put it together, it's not official. Oh, obviously none of this is official, right? This is all leaked, but none of it's fully official that the Mandalorian game is from the first-party studio and thus a Xbox exclusive, but it sure sounds like it. So I want to go over my opinion on that in just a second, but before I do that, make sure if you guys do like these videos and you guys like me talking about these leaks, and you haven't already, make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. We're getting so close to 50K. We can do it within a very, very short amount of time. Let me just say that. So make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turn on, and give the video a like. Definitely helps spread it around YouTube, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Okay, so my opinion on it, you guys can leave now if you don't want my opinion. You got the news part of it, but I think it's definitely cool. Like a few months ago, I feel like around November or December, around the end of Mandalorian Season 2, I actually made a video talking about, like, will we ever get? So I think I was ahead of the time, personally. I made a video talking about will we ever get a Mandalorian game? And I think it makes a lot of sense. I think, really, that the game that EA was making with Amy Hennig, the one that was basically going to be Uncharted in space, you could have kind of looked at that as a Mando game because he was more of an outlaw. I think, remember, Nolan North was going to be the voice for that main character. So yes, it was more like a bounty hunter, like a Han Solo-esque character for 3 games is what they were kind of planning on doing. It was going to be the open world where you're going to be able to go to different planets and all that good stuff. So like that was, remember, that's what they were making at EA. This honestly, I think a Mando game would be relatively close. You'd have obviously the armor and all that stuff, but it would probably be open world. It would probably be a quest-based thing where you go to different planets and all that stuff. You upgrade your armor, you upgrade your guns and your weaponry and your skills and all that stuff. I mean, I think it's just a matter. I really think it's just a matter of time before you do something like that because it's going to be cool. Now, what's interesting is the Ubisoft game, the Ubisoft open world game. Rumor has it is very much going to be like The Division, which isn't exactly what I just described, like from EA and potentially a Mando game, but it's relatively close. So it's going to be kind of weird but definitely an interesting weird thing where both of them are happening at the same time. But I do believe that. I do believe there's a Mando game going on. I mean, again, I don't know. I'm gonna just call him Ed. That's what the Reddit guy ended up calling him too. I don't know Ed. Okay, obviously I know him on a just a half name basis at this point, but I do think he's probably right there. And then and also, I mean, you go based off of well, I was going to say you go based off of Phil Spencer's shelf, because that normally does tease things. But if that wasn't actually a Mando, Funko, then it probably, then I get, then he did basically what he said, right? Where it's like, well, if it was on his shelf, then it's going to be in people's minds, because that's a good way that Phil Spencer has teased things in the past. But because that wasn't a Mando, Funko, and I announced it anyway, and it probably is coming from Microsoft, but it wasn't on his shelf, well, that may get me in trouble, right? Because I maybe shouldn't have said that yet. So it's kind of funny how that all came, but I guess the big kicker is Xbox exclusive. So obviously, it's going to make people mad. I really do think so. And one thing I do want to make clear, and I've said this before about console wars, and I'm not a part of it. I don't want to be a part of it. I see people arguing in the comments all the time on it in my videos, and I don't like that. But it's obviously the way the world is. I'm not gonna police people and police people's thoughts and all that stuff. That's definitely not me. But one thing I will say is, well, a couple things. Number one, I understand how upset people were at Spider-Man. Okay, I definitely understand that. So what I do want to make known is, if Microsoft gets an established IP, okay, or an established brand in terms of Star Wars, and then this Mando game is exclusive, I feel like it's only fair that when Microsoft fans were upset, really upset and very loud, and I get it, it's like normally Twitter, and Twitter does not speak for everybody, so again, take what I'm saying very, very lightly, right? Like, when people were very upset and going after PlayStation for the Spider-Man thing, I think it's only fair that the reverse would happen if Microsoft does it, right? Because it would base it. Now, Sony owns Spider-Man, so maybe we could have seen that one coming a little bit easier than this one. But like, this is Star Wars, this is Disney, all that stuff. So if Microsoft were to take that one away, and it wouldn't be Star Wars like in general, it would be one game. But I would imagine PlayStation fans would have, and notice I'm not saying me, I'm not saying I'm saying the fandom, and I'm not even saying you're part of whatever. So again, keep what I'm saying in mind here. I do think people would be very upset, and I think I would understand it, and I wouldn't like get behind it, because I don't really like that hate. I think it's kind of counterproductive and not really worth it in general. But like, if people are going after Xbox for this, I would completely understand, because I mean, didn't Xbox do it for PlayStation? So maybe that's fueling the console wars. I personally don't care. You can let me know in the comments if you dislike that. You can definitely dislike the video. That helps my engagement. So you're really just helping me if you hate me. That's completely okay. But big news. I would obviously play this game, and I guess final thing is, I've said it before, like, I go where the games go. So yes, I have a PS5, and that's my only next-gen console, but like, if there is a Microsoft exclusive Star Wars game, trust me, I'll find a way to play it, you know what I mean? So that's kind of where I stand with it, is when games are exclusive to one console, am I upset? I guess I'm upset that I maybe have to figure out a way to get it. So I guess that's spending money to either build a PC or get the opposite console. Or, I already have a Switch, but say it was a game on the Switch and you didn't have one. Like, yeah, that's a little annoying, I guess, because you have to spend more money. But then once you have it, well, then you're open for all games. So let me know, guys, I know that was a tangent, but I think that's kind of important to say, just because these are sensitive topics. Because when you have a Star Wars game potentially being exclusive to one console or one company, you're going to get people upset. So I think it's important to kind of, clear the air a little bit there. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think that would be happening, or you think that it's real? What do you think maybe the game would be about? Do you like or dislike the fact that it's on Xbox? Let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys have the bell icon turned on. Give the video a like so we can spread this video around. Definitely would appreciate it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video.